Hello everybody, my name is Dev Answers. You guys can call me Dev. Today, we're doing a short stream. Oh wait, fuck, I have to, hold on. Before anything gets really started, before I regret that. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That should be good. Alright. Shorter stream. We're gonna do Intervalio. And then maybe a little bit of the next Intervalio. I'm tired, guys. I'm really tired. Oh, there's a refraction railway. What even is this? Oh. Hold on. I gotta read this. Okay, you'll get a lot of level up material, but it's hard. I see. Okay. No, we won't do that right now. Let's Spiral Abyss. Woo! Sorry, I just drove back from seeing my friend because she wasn't feeling very well, so I went over to try to make her feel better. I'm also getting a sore in my mouth, and so that's great. So talking hurts. You get 25 modules? You're seeing someone? Yeah, my best friend. JK, you're a loser, you're lonely. I also want to do one stream where I'm figuring out the hard mode of Mirror Dungeon. I only got 2 levels into this. Once we disembarked the bus, we made our way to this unfamiliar vehicle of sorts. Its interior was mostly metallic, filled to the brim with convoluted-looking machines, and on the opposite of the entrance, a massive door loomed over us. You need to be level 50 by yourself. A bit more content. I see. This is assistance from P Corp. In the process of developing this device was indispensable. P Corp, P Corp, I'm so sorry. P Corp was where we just were. Excuse me. Wait, that means in cohorts with young Cesar, are you? Ho day, much I aspired to regale her with the tales of the contract's glorious completion of mine heroism and bravery. 'Tis quite unfair of thee to meet her all by thy lonesome, young Faust. Young Faust, oh god. Your concerns will be taken into account next time. Faust seems relieved. Ah, worry thee not, for thou hast availed us the sights of Huh? Limbus Company? The sites of Limbus Company headquarters thy tit hath been tatted for. I don't... I'm too tired. I can't read right now, dude. I also have not drinking enough water today. Whew, oh god. There are numerous reasons for which you are yet to be allowed into headquarters. I'm so sorry. But as it would be a fruitless effort to explicate them all, we will not cover that subject here. Phew, glad to hear we're not sitting through another lecture. The primary reason is, however, that there were several limitations to bringing the members of our department to the headquarters brought upon by frequent trans-nest movement and irregular scheduling of our missions. Why'd you say all that if you were going to explain anyway? Wait, more importantly, what about collaborating with P-Corp? Oh boy, here we go again. P-Corp singularity can be summarized by the following 4 words. Expansive space warping technology. In my following 4 words, it described me tired, loopy, delusional. And yet, I should have said tired, pain, loopy, delusional. There you go. Oh, right. Didn't you say that Mrs. R told you something about how the principle of P-Corp singularity is a lot like how La Mancha Land works? Right. La Mancha Land was much larger on the inside than it looked from the outside. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask. Don't other wings already make liberal use of different kinds of space-expanding singularities? It's, how should I put this? Isn't it a bit too mundane for a city tech for P-Corp, to call space manipulation its unique thing? That was quite the intelligent question. Compliments, how nice. Ishmael is correct in suggesting that technology to expand a given space is a commonly employed technology by other wings as well. An example of one such invention making use of this space expansion technology but isn't a P-Corp singularity would be Mephistopheles. The ultimate purpose of P-Corp space expansion technology is to create the safest place in the world, a perfectly protected construct, its interior sheltered from the world outside no matter how severely its exterior is battered, to have a sound structural integrity no matter what, its interior safe from any and all harm. Interesting. Therefore, the more expensive the P-Corp product is, the safer its interior is from damaging outside conditions, such as extreme pressure or shock. Perhaps the way in which the interior is completely insulated from the outside is comparable to a full disconnect from the outside world by sheltering in a separate dimension. In conclusion, the exterior of this vehicle utilized P-Corp singularity, which means that it can protect its interior from all forms of impact, not to mention that it has enough room to hold more than 13 people inside. Don't dimensional trucks or containers also transport things to other dimensions? That's how I feel right now, Sinclair. Oh boy, I'm in tears already. Oh boy, I'm crying because I'm so tired. Holy shit. I drove so much today. Sync, why are you freezing up all of a sudden? There was this creepy story that used to circulate among kids back when I was in school. Here's how it goes. So a Deviant Association employee makes a delivery to a house, then looks away for a second. And a curious kid crawls into their courier trunk and... I'm gonna stop the story here. Look, that story kept me up at night for a whole week, okay? I couldn't stop having nightmares. Shit. I couldn't stop having nightmares about that scenario where... Hey, come on. Sometimes a story is just a story. Random, you annoy me too much today and I'm just gonna ban you for a stream. Not necessarily. Unfortunately, the story that inspired Sinclair's week-long nightmares was most likely an accurate retelling of a true story. And yes, I will post your thing on Twitter and Bluesky tomorrow. I didn't do it today because I was busy. Posture check. For a free 10 pull. Okay. I will, I won't be doing that today. Let's just say that. I can't do it today. Several regulations were added to Hana and Deviant Association's rules to prevent cases of people being stored in dimensional containers. From a certain perspective, it may be said that the warp technology employed by W Corp shares a degree of similitude. Similitude. That word. The parallel lies in the fact that it also transports humans to a different dimension, the difference being that they are packaged in a safer manner. Therefore, perhaps enough of a connection exists to say that they operate on the same scale. Anywho, the point is that we'll always have access to the headquarters as long as we have this vehicle thing, right? This will certainly make the logistics of communication and supply much more convenient. One question, however, how does the company plan to move this instrument, as I expect that would be much trouble on its own? Has that detail been hashed out yet? No. In order to establish a more tangible level of communication with Limbus Company headquarters, an effective means of transportation such as this vehicle will be installed in the nests across the city. In summary, an efficient means of transportation such as this vehicle here, developed using P Corp and the aspirant W Corp's technology, will gradually be installed at various points across the city. In every nest? Of course not. The technology is still experimental, and it is astronomically expensive to install and operate. Virgilius gave us a firm clarification. Activating now. Faust tinkers with various machines and contraptions within the vehicle, and a giant door from earlier begin to tremble, and making a loud noise. Wherefore is that gate over yonder shuddering so? Energies now linked are routing towards the gate. Oh my god, I can't stop yawning. When the gauge displays around... What? Gauge, excuse me. When the gauge displays around the glowing... What? Around the glowing door filled, the door begins to slowly open. I got a thing that gave me 900 points. Okay. Entering now. When it fully opened, Faust made her way inside like it was just another door. Well, let's just follow her inside. There was a bizarre and incomprehensible noise of machines coupled with a low droning noise. Yes, we have arrived. Welcome to the Limbus Company headquarters. This place is teeming with people dressed in all sorts of odd outfits, walking briskly between their busy schedules. I hear heavy doors opening and closing from here and there, alongside that odd sensation I've been feeling from time to time. Is the floor of the LCE department. Did I miss something? Hold on. LCE? Hopefully we'll get to proudly stride in through the headquarters front gate one day. I don't think we ever will, to be honest. Hohenheim. Also, if anybody's wondering, for German, who doesn't already speak German, in most cases when you have a German word and there's an E and an I, the second letter is what is pronounced. So Hohenheim, and so the E is ignored, which is not like English. Hohenheim. Just for anybody that is curious about it. Just got reminded. Oh, I can use support. Okay. Sure, we'll do that. The when two vowels go walking, the second does the talking. That is a great saying. Current Dreamer, you get a kiss for that. Just for you. It's fine. When Dev catch up, he gonna have nothing to do like the rest of us. I have other games to play too. I also have the option to pay to become a mod. I have that thing turned off, just to let you know. So no. Who the fuck are you? I'm going to Alt F for you. Makes sense. Wait, this guy has the same type of blue as like Body, Sanson, and Damien. Do you know Devis? As in seeing someone, I'm currently hallucinating. What if this whole thing is a hallucination of my own making? Limbus Company never was real, and I'm actually not a streamer. It's Shock Centipede. Okay. 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 Right. Are we waiting for something to happen? Or are we all suddenly unfamiliar with the concept of introducing ourselves? Given that no one appears to be willing to introduce me, allow me the liberty of self-introduction. My name is Honenheim, the chief researcher of this company. To be precise, he is the chief researcher of the LCE department. To be more precise, I am the chief researcher responsible for the entirety of Limbus Company. That's funny. To be even more precise, the only reason he retains that role is because Yisong and I have been excluded from the research personnel files due to our statuses as sinners. Oh, Faust doesn't like him. That's funny. Someone must stay behind to continue the research after all. Ah, so you two are friends? Not at all. Okay, so when I said typically like, hi Safi, hello, hello. So typically when, when I said that, hey, I've asked, like, do the Intervalios predict anything about the upcoming Kanto? If this Intervalio is predicting anything about Hong Lu's, I'm thinking it's gonna be something like he was built as a soldier from like a young age, and he had a strict day-to-day schedule. He was controlled, basically. Data was taken, blah 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 blah. That's what I think this is alluding to. Hong Lu's kind of all of them are stupid in some way or shape or form. While it seems entirely unnecessary to establish a label on this relationship, it would be said that we are acquaintances who routinely and unwillingly maintain a regular level of communication with one another. Ah, I am in agreement. For the first time since we were acquainted. Oh, they hate each other. I hear that our department has reached out several times to yours to remind you of this regular checkup. The nature of the LCB department necessitates that we are constantly on the move from one nest to another, which makes it rather difficult for us to give you an immediate reply. I would have expected someone like you to already be well aware of this obvious detail. They're about to get in a fist fight, dude. I just clocked in, but I have a few more jokes left. Fucking go for it. Yes, I was very well aware. I'm also quite aware of the fact that your department has been giving us the same reply over and over again like an answering machine. This must be Dante, the executive manager of the Limbus Company Centers. I'd like to say hi, nice to meet you, but I don't suppose he can hear what I'm saying. The manager extends their greetings. Charmed. It is grueling and arduous work to be in a position of leadership, especially when communication issues come into play. Sometimes I cannot help but wonder if my researchers and I are even speaking the same language, so I do commiserate. Whoa! We're meeting new NPCs. I'm excited. Isn't this an ego? How odd. Their clothes are... Ah, yes. Allow me to introduce you all to Martin and Alyssa, two of the few researchers directly in my command. Are they wearing gear extracted from abnormalities? But how? Happy to have someone who recognizes them. I keep hearing the redeem sound for a chat thing, but I think it's pronounced Honenheimer. I heard he invented the atomic bomb. Hohenheimer. There's that's Oppenheimer. Oh, that's a joke. Got it. I recognize it. Are they like gears scavenged from former L Corp? While there are partial similarities to their gears, enough differences are present to distinguish them. Don't worry about it, Dev. I'm not doing it. Okay. How much do you think they need to buy one of our centers? I don't know. I want to appreciate your jokes, but I'm really tired today, so I apologize. Indeed, we attempted our own brand of extraction, successfully, I might add. Well, the news of the production of Ego Gear and Limbus Company style was already received. This is the very first time they were observed in person. So you must have abnormalities contained in this facility. So that's why I've been sensing abnormalities in here. Huh. But I'm sensing distortions and pachycula, too. Indeed, as they are in containment and research subjects for LCE's department as well. Faust closely observed the Ego Gear Honenheim was wearing like an exceptionally harsh judge in a fashion contest. Apart from a few imperfections in the finish, the level of ego extraction visible here is quite acceptable. Input appreciated. This is a product of thousands of repeated experiments and subsequent failures that have been meticulously conducted and studied in order to extract it with an acceptable level of stability. I've also turned off that reward, and if you roll it, I will not be telling you if you do roll it, so. But at the end of the day, I did it like I always do. Damn. You did it? Are you sure you want to take all the credit when your team is standing right behind you? We're used to it. Oh, piss off. I'm going mad surrounded by these self-absorbed twats. I'm just about ready to get violent on some poor bastard. Let's get on with the checkup so we can get back to the bus, yeah? Thank you. Hydrate and posture check. Thank you, thank you. I feel the very same urgency you express. There's much we must cover, regrettably, given that this is the very first ever regular checkup performed as a group since your employment. Faust also does not wish to pass more time without substance. Let us begin. Very well. Our first task shall be to assess your abilities in response to emergency situations. Wait, he just pressed something. Emergency situations? Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. The walls of the laboratory suddenly started separating and sliding into place. When it settled, I realized that it had locked the centers away in some kind of hold, isolating them from me, Virgilius, and Kedon. What the hell? This is just an ambush. Yes, it is. The purpose of this test is to measure your behaviors and response in case of a surprise attack. So ambush it is. Was this discussed beforehand, Virgilius? Wait, did we bang on the window and then like move our hand down? Is that like the little squeaky sound? Hold on. No, okay. Congrats, Randall. You look anxious, Dante. Well, I suppose you weren't let in on this either. I wasn't, for your information. Just go with their flow, Dante. So it goes would be an apt response. I'll find a room somewhere where Kedon and I might sit down and enjoy some nice tea. Come find me with Faust once this is over. Are we going on a date? I will pass you, Dev. I don't care. Kedon wants cake, too. Oh, hey. We've got some leftover cake from our last office party. Come this way, please. An employee appeared and led Virgilius and Kedon away to a nearby office room. They're so cute. Okay, so this is the regular checkup, huh? Let's get this done. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a counter. What if... Oh, that won't do anything, actually. Unopposed? Oh. So we'll do that. Maybe level 3. Yeah, sure.
순식간에 끝내죠.
Okay. Ah. Boom. Boom. We got this. There we go. Oh, we staggered 3 of them. How many waves do we have? We have 3 waves. Okay. We do this one, and then this one, and then let's do that one, I guess, and then we can just do you, and then we can, okay. I try out KK Clan Dungeon Run, and Honglu got demolished, and I forgot how to revive him in the final floor. I forgot to revive him in the. It's okay. It's okay. Honglu's a good boy. He'll understand. So I was reading Yaoi say. I can't breathe. That was really funny. That was really good. Oh, I just got dizzy. Oh boy. That was so funny. Oh, that was really good. It's okay indeed, because I was fighting the boss in the train and he would get demolished anyway. I got you. Imagine going a day without. Y'all are really funny. Oh, I'm so tired. I don't know. Can people tell? Of course they can. Okay. 4. No, I kind of want to do this one, and then that one, and that one, and who has most HP? These guys do. Fiction. What the hell is? It's fine. Safi, which one did you read? I'm curious. One of my friends reads quite a bit of yaoi, and so I'm just like, maybe I've heard of it because we talk about things we read together. And I mean, I've read it a little bit too, just because I've been curious, and some of it's been really good, so can't really complain. Oh, fan fiction. That's where the good stuff is. I'm so delusional right now, dude. I'm so delusional. Oh boy.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리 열어줬습니다.
to make you mad? I don't know. I don't know why you would want to do that to someone that's kind of stupid. But, I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess. That one is going after Gregor. That one's also going after Gregor. Okay, so Gregor has to get at least... oh, that's actually not great. Both of them are going after Gregor. That's not great, actually. We can do a power counter. He's gonna get hit. I was hoping one of them would go after someone else, but I don't think that's possible right now. Yeah, let's do a power counter. I don't want to do that. Let's do one, two. Okay. I'm just cultured. Holy crap. I would not imagine if y'all read that would be drooling. Joe love watching sword class. What? Jimmy, what the hell? What are you I don't know what y'all, I missed something. What are y'all even talking about right now? Anyway. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why I'm crying right now. Anyway. Oh, stop. Oh. It's only favored. We'll do that one. Stop. Get up. Get up. Okay. Yeah, we can do skill 2. And that should be good. And then we can do we'll do skill 2 for you, and then skill 1 for you. Okay, sure. Our definitely most underrated art form. Not just Yaoi, but especially Yaoi. Y'all are ridiculous. What are you even... I don't want to use all those. Get off. Yeah, that's dominating, so we're just gonna use a bunch of skill. Oh, that one's skill 3? That sucks. It's a skill 2. I have to use you. Oh, Honenheim was talking. I didn't even see that over there. So I'm not going to talk about the explicit parts. It can be everything. It can be... What are y'all doing? I don't even know what y'all are talking about right now. Oh my god. We went through various tests, including command ability trials using Picatule Individuae. Hark, Manager Squire. Hey ho, I have attained a score most perfect. To be surpassed by Miss Don Quixote in a contest of knowledge. I must delve further in my studies. What? Hey, Isang Bud, they were testing our fixer association knowledge. Huh? Totally. Honestly, she's got more than enough fixer fixation for the entire bus. All kinds of general knowledge trivia quizzes. What's the first thing you focus on when meeting a new person? The look in their eyes? How strong they look? Bloody hell, this ain't easy. Your leadership style is strong, decisive, and goal-oriented. You are Milsalt? We're finally allowed a quick break after going through all kinds of mysterious, strange personality tests as well. I should do some personality tests. What would y'all want personality tests to be like? What personality test would you guys want me to do? Next, basic fitness fitness test for all sinners. We can finally get started on the real meat of this checkup. Wait, then what were all those tests you guys were running on us? They were conducted in order to collect various data that the LCE department had been missing. In other words, we capitalized on this opportunity to fulfill our private curiosities. Omegaverse, what is wrong with you? Warrior cats? How gay are you? Joking, don't touch that. Take quiz on stream, please. The Warrior Cats one? Okay. I'm so afraid you gave me a link to porn. I'm doing it on my phone right now. Okay, I can't do it on my phone. Can I do it on my phone? No, I cannot. Okay. Hold on. What if I take it right now? Hold on. No way I would ever use Warrior Cats to do the Harry Potter one. Okay, Warrior Cats can I do it on my computer then? What Warrior? Is there really a website for this? Please don't have audio. Okay, so the question is, what the fuck? Stark Clan gifts you a very special superpower. What power calls you? It's unlimited strength, invisibility, mind reading, or shape shifting. Is the hoodie here? That's self-destruct Faust and Yisong. Yeah. I figured those two were, because I was just like, that's somebody's ID, and that's also an ego, I think. I just couldn't remember. Unlimited strength, invisibility, mind reading. I don't know. Sure. How do I continue? Oh, there. Here, Lantern Yisong's really bad. Oh. If you could visit the Warriors universe, where would you go first? I don't know. 4 trees, the Moonstone, the island, the moon pool. The moon pool, I guess, because I like night and water. I don't know. What quality? I have never read these books, so I don't know what any of this means. What quality do you look for when making new friends? How stupid are you? Okay, I don't need a quiz for that. I'm dumb as fuck. Kindness. I look how kind and caring they are. Loyalty. Look for how dedicated and true they are. Devoted friends my type. Intelligent. I look for someone smart and logical and making decisions. Humor. Look for someone who can make me laugh. I will say... loyalty, I guess, because I wouldn't consider somebody a friend until I knew they were pretty loyal, I guess. My mouse was fucking up. Y'all can see the movements of my mouse, actually. That's funny. Which of these things could you absolutely not live without? Adventure, structure, relaxation, family. Relaxation. An enemy clan has been spotted leading an ambush straight towards your camp. What do you do? Manage my clanmates, guard the weak, get to the front lines, get ready to heal. Get to the front lines? I guess? Which of these quotes do you feel the strongest connection to? The strength and fellowship of the clan will always be with you, even when you hunt alone. We cannot change our destiny. We just have the courage to know what it is and accept it. Wrong. Our destinies guide our paws. They don't shape every step. That's up to us. That one. Sure. Do you think that clanmates should always be honest with each other, or is it okay to keep some secrets by yourself? Sometimes we need to keep secrets. While honesty is important, sometimes a little white lie can do more good than telling the truth. That one. As long as it doesn't harm anybody, then sure. Your clan deputy caught you and your friend eating prey while out hunting. Jesus, okay. Instead of bringing it back to camp for the kids and elders, it was your friend's idea, but you're just as guilty for eating the mouse. What do you do? I admit I was wrong. Take the blame. Even though it was my friends, I went along with it. Talk it over with the deputy. We would have been able to catch way more prey on a full stomach, being more for the clan. I would probably just take the blame. Admit that I was wrong. You just discovered that your good friend has been lying to you. Do you think you'll ever be able to trust them again? No. I'm not sure. I'm going to need some time to decide. They're going to have to work hard. Probably that one, actually. I'm not sure. When you're feeling low, do you prefer to be alone? I prefer to be alone. Get away from me. Oh god, what am I am most like Honeyleaf. Hollyleaf? Not Honeyleaf, Hollyleaf. Both logical and intelligent, you tend to be the voice of reason. You have an intense moral code and always try to do what you believe is right, even if that isn't always the easiest path to follow. Very green. I am Hollyleaf. You're welcome, guys. Okay, there's that one. I don't know what that means at all, dude. Current dreamer, you can explain that to me if you want. Okay. Still, I'd say it was very productive. We know a lot about you guys. That'll help us support the LCB going forward. It's cool. I'm J Feather, which means we're siblings. We can't kiss, I guess. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I haven't read the books. I have no fucking clue, dude. All right, we're gonna go over some tests that can be conducted in groups first. Please form a line here. Oh, they're so cute. Look, dude, they're so cute. Not you in the back, and not you. He's so grumpy, dude. Aw, look at that. Look at her. It's so short. Holy fuck. Dawn just got height buff. What? Like this? Cutie. Cute. Faust is, cute. Aw, cute. Okay. Cute. Wonderful. Cute. Scary. Scary. Cute. Get away from me. Cute, cute, cute. No. Everybody cute. No, for real. Let's get this over with. Looks like we've got a long day ahead of us. Wow, these are some comfy clothes they've given us. They're the same clothes. These are, what? Oh, because these are hoodies. These are hoodies. They give the hoodies. Whoa. Most out of scary. He definitely cute. Yeah, everyone's cute for sure. He's a little intimidating to me. Right? I can totally see myself wearing these to sleep. Okay, so Heathcliff is a little bit taller than Yi Song, but that also could just be his hair. So they're about the same height. To sleep? They're LCE property, so you better return them as soon as we're done here. Gotcha. By the way, can you take a look at my wrist here before we actually get started? I've been feeling a bit soreness, but Dante won't turn the clock for me, just me, you know. Turning of the clock for such trivialities may cause the formation of an unfavorable habit. Perhaps Milsalt can remedy your pain. I am always prepared to administer necessary aid should you request it. Thank you, Milsalt. Actually, you know what? I'm totally fine now. Don't you worry about it. Please stand still if you think I can see some of... if you think I can't see some of you on your tiptoes, you'd be very wrong. Heels on the ground, please. But my heels are on the ground? Fie. And, can you snuff out your cigarettes before the test begins? Oh, this one isn't lit, so it's just there so I could look cool. Aha. And what about bold, but scram? Okay, so the basic group tests are complete. I seem to have forgotten something quite important I had to establish prior to the beginning of the tests in earnest. Okay, Ikemen. Ikemen? Is that what? I don't know. I need to sleep. What? I can't. Where am I? I need an assistant. An assistant? An assistant to help me smooth out the testing procedures. You got 2 of them already, right behind you if you need directions. Thank you, Rodion. Oh, we're not Mr. Honenheim's assistants. We're specifically assistant researchers. Yes, of course. There is much that distinguishes these 2 occupations. I would like for one of you to be my assistant for the duration of this checkup. Dev is hallucinating. I'm something. Rhodia suddenly raised her hand. I wasn't planning on asking for volunteers, but now that you've raised your hand, I'll give you the floor. Don't ask me to do it. It's just on my vibes, you know. I'll take a researcher job, though. I'm a big fan of her style. Rhodia trailed off, greedily caressing the clothes of one of the researchers. What are you doing? I didn't really have you in mind anyway, but duly noted nonetheless. I would also like to refuse your nomination. The position of an assistant to Honenheim implies that the said assistant is, when it comes to skill, inferior to the person they are assisting. Again, I didn't have you in mind either, but your passionate expression of intent is nonetheless appreciated. Ugh, I wonder who came up with the brilliant idea of putting 2 smartasses together to waste time pointing out each other's minor mistakes. If I were to talk about myself, I want to open up by saying that I was, class vice president in school, a diligent model student, assistant facilitated tasks of the vice president, and, what's with everyone getting so anxious to get picked here? Do you fellas actually want to be his assistant, getting the front and center of things? He's gonna be the assistant, for sure. I kind of felt like I had to apply for the position for some reason. Well, the decision has already been made. Do note that the selection criteria is fully based on my very subjective opinion. You there, orange-haired center. Ishmael almost threw me to the ground as she confidently strode up to the front of the line. Greetings, Mr. Honenheim. You must be very aware if you've taken a look at my documents. I've really... Okay. Didn't know you were still holding on to that hope. I called on because you were standing in front of the center I chose. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's so funny. Oh, no. Oh, no. Kind of have to crank up the music a bit. Oh, okay. Sorry. I put it down for the last canto. Let me fix that at this very awkward moment. Let me do that. Everyone turned around to look at Heathcliff, who was absent-mindedly scratching the bridge of his nose. Huh? Huh? Me? It seems that Ishmael was even more shocked than Heathcliff was. What? But why? I'm right here. Why would you pick someone like... It's a common misconception among many researchers to assume that the higher their level of education and more elaborate their resume, the better candidate one makes for a research project participant. But that's just common sense, isn't it? At least when it comes to research. However, you're aware that most great discoveries are made from a potent mix of spontaneity and intuition. Perfect descriptor for our friend here, I would say. What say you, Heathcliff? I believe that this aggressive and passionate approach of yours gives you more than sufficient qualification to command and lead them in my stead. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Is that right? He replied, scratching his head. Be honest now, Yisong. You were kind of looking forward to getting picked, weren't you? Oh, buddy. I'll pick you every time. Well, almost every time. It is but fate that things... I can't. How's everybody doing? After this one, we'll do another personality test. It is but fate that things that were once good in the eyes of the mainstream are to be made less desirable with the passage of time. And when one does indeed fall out of favor, the intelligentsia of the bygone days must rightly excuse themselves to the realm of memories and past. Oh, why is he so sad? Oh no, replied with a particularly downcast look. I'm glad to have you on board as my new assistant. Rightio, so, what have I got to do now? Nothing too complicated, you only need to liberally express your free spirit just as you are now. Aha, I see what he's doing. Hohenheim sure knows which one of the group to coax to make things go over smoothly. Martin whispers quietly at me in a voice that only I could hear. Ah, so he is, manipulating.
앞에 나선 보람이 있었구려. 그 어느 때보다 뜨겁게 타올랐어. 이 건법도 제법 손에
The assistant. Wait, hold on. I said I would do another personality test. Hold on. Which ones did y'all say? How gay are you? Oh god, the Omegaverse test. I am so... The Harry Potter one? Well, if you're wondering what house I am either Slytherin or Ravenclaw, because I've taken the test quite like when I was a much bigger fan, quite a bit of times at different points in my life. So the last one I took was Slytherin, and the time before I took was Ravenclaw, so one of those. Is there an Omega? So I'm not. I'll take the Omegaverse test, but I'm not gonna tell you what I have because I'm not gonna because I can't have people knowing one way or the other. Please enter your name. No. Okay. What is my favorite emoji? You're seriously taking that? I'm not gonna tell you what I'm getting. I'm definitely not gonna tell you. I don't know if you'll be able to determine what it is, though. I like that one a lot. Okay. Are you a fur? Nope. I don't like this test anymore. I'm not a furry. Okay. There has to be another one. 100% accurately. I guess they meant accuracy. Oh my god, I hate this. Oh god, this sucks. I don't like these tests. These tests suck. Guys, find me a decent one. I don't like the tests are weird. They get weird quick. Is there not like a normal fucking test that's... Maybe I look up BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed. There we go. Oh god. Okay, there's this one. How many questions are in this? Oh, it doesn't say. Fuck. Okay, so let me try this one. I don't want to 973,000 people have taken this. I'm going to... Doing the test if you're into BL? Well, I am. I'm into pretty much a lot of genres, as long as it's good writing. What is your ideal partner? That one? Where would you go for a first date? Aquarium. I like the aquarium. It's just there's a lot of people. Maybe like night swimming. That would be great. Nighttime hike though is not bad. You're doing a Kahoot with a group and your partner. Do you let them win? No. Fuck no. You ask someone out on a date, do you pay? Sure. Well, can I go back? Actually, hold on. We can split. How do you spend your free time? Listening to music. Oh, I can click more than one. Oh. Where are you doing the test? Quotev. When you play open world games, what do you enjoy? Exploring. PvP. Sure. Best question ever. What is your favorite color? Okay. Natural colors, any cool color, jewel tones, pastels, neons, warm colors. God, how many questions are on this goddamn thing? I'm just gonna say cool colors. You'll find out your friends have a group chat excluding you. What do you do? Ignore it. People can do whatever they want. Yeah. What website do you spend most of your time on? YouTube, Discord, Reddit, Tumblr, probably just YouTube. Pick your ideal superpower. Okay. Mind control? I don't know about that one. I'd like to heal, actually. Do you platonically flirt with your friends? Absolutely. How do you handle stress? Ignore it. It will go away eventually. I just have to ignore it and it won't matter. Yeah, fuck it. What's your role in a group project? I do whatever needs to be done. Dogs or cats? Both. You need to go out late at night to go to the store. It's pitch black and the streetlights are the only source of light. What do you do? I'm scared. Who really needs food anyway? You're sitting in class and your teacher's being frustrating. How do you handle it? Ignore it. What's your favorite emoticon? Emojis. Which country would you move to? New Zealand. That one. What color is math? Blue. Do you like Andrew Tate? No. What even is this? I'm so confused. What type of clothing do you wear most often? Hoodies, actually. Misogyny? Whoa. Hoodies. I wear a lot of hoodies. What is your favorite trope? I'm not telling you guys. Sir. I'm not telling you guys. Which of these fanfics would you read based on the tags? Wait. Oh god, just based on the tags? It depends on how sad I am. Let's go with that one. Probably overall that one. Oh god, there's 45 questions. Okay. You're walking through a public space and see someone beating up an innocent person. It's just you three there at the moment, and the attacker looks to be more muscular than you. I join in this beta cuck what? I step in to try to make the attacker back off. Sure. What do you do if you're sick and have a prior engagement? I stay home and reschedule. That really depends though, because I stay home and reschedule. Actually, no, it doesn't depend. I'm a singer, so I can't really. If I'm sick, and a lot of my friends are also singers, I can't get them sick because that's their thing. Are you also a bitchless? I haven't finished it. Someone is yelling at you for something you didn't do. How do you reply? Wait for them to get done and calmly explain what's going on. You're on the internet and have somehow managed to get yourself into an internet argument about something you're coming to realize you're clearly wrong about. How do you handle it? Admit you're wrong and apologize. Okay, what's your opinion on massive loser? Your friend comes out to you. How do you respond? Thank you for telling me. What's your favorite genre of television or books? Romance, rom-com. Probably fantasy. Probably. If you were stranded on an island and could only bring one thing, what would it be? A musical instrument? Well, I wouldn't bring that, but I would. I'm just gonna say that because I would love to bring that, you know? You stumble upon a dead body laid on the side of the road. A quick glance around tells you're alone. What do? Call the cops and report it. Which aesthetic do you vibe with the most? Cottagecore, Y2K, monochromatic, emo, minimalism, void punk? What the hell is that? Solar punk. Solar punk kind of fucks. Dark academia. I would love to be dark academia. Cyberpunk, not the game. Ew. Okay, not the cyberpunk. I would love to be... Actually, cyberpunk. What are you most afraid of? Abandonment, I guess. I don't know. What time of day do you like the most? Night. You've been invited to a potluck. Congratulations. What do you bring? I'm bringing a dessert. Everyone likes desserts. Sure. You've been supplied with a whiteboard and a whiteboard marker. What is the first thing you draw? A penis. A mogus. Okay. Text your best friend, partner, group chat right now. I'm serious. Ask them if you're... I'm a girl? I'm not either of these. I guess my friend would be like, you're not a girl. What are you talking about? They said some other animal. I think they think I'm a rat. Which one of these images resonates with you the most? What is this? Oh, I like this one, actually. What is this? What is this? Sure. How do you snore? I don't snore. I guess just honk shoot. What? What is your favorite animal? It's a seal. Do we have a seal anywhere? Cat, cow, rat, lion, snake, fox, I guess, out of all of these. So my results I will not be telling you, as I've said. Moving on. Whoa. Heathcliff seemed eager to, as Hohenheim suggested, express his free spirit to the best of his capability. I'm afraid of what's happening. What is... Oh, okay, anyway. Right, you there, get in line. Single file, lads. Let's make this easy for all of us. But aren't you also participating in the test with the rest of us, Heathcliff? Yeah, but I'm the assistant. All of them have glasses. That's so funny. Oh, boy. Since when do you wear glasses? Glasses are basic apparatus of all researchers. Look, slightly pushing up on the glasses help us put on the air of studious, learned individual, like so. You just need validation and a freaking hoodie to buy Heathcliff. Shame. That's an Omega if I've ever seen. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I'm making myself dizzy. I'm so sorry. I'm making myself dizzy as fuck, dude. Oh, just give me a second. I'm so sorry. Why am I laughing so hard? I make myself feel so nauseous. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Anyway, you might find someone selling this hoodie. I kind of want the hoodie, not gonna lie. It actually looks so good. I just like how wait, no, I didn't read that one. Yeah. Just like how slightly pushing up on the frames of my glasses while wondering what to have for lunch makes it seem as though I'm contemplating on the more profound aspects of life. Okay, so you're being a fucking liar. Yo, I also had that lantern identity. Interesting. Oi, let's not make this any harder than it's gotta be last. Snuff out that cig in your mouth. Oh god, it's been a while since I heard a pig squeal. Blimey, can't you just do as I say for once? Huh, he's actually pretty effective. It seems that we're only now ready to conduct the tests, finally. The primary purpose of this test is to see on a physical level how your current capabilities scale compared to yourselves before your hiring. I see. So they're trying to see how much they've progressed since before they joined the company. I had a feeling this would happen, but the mere mention of the words progression caused a rather loud ruckus among the sinners. If I were to speak for myself, Executive Manager, I can confidently say that the thought of progressing as a person in all aspects of life is ingrained into my very being. Thank you, Otis. I almost spilled my entire drink. Holy cow. Officially selling this hoodie and other goods, you just need to go to Korea. Thus, as a fruit of those efforts, I have grown to be much more precise and scathing in my critiques of others' mistakes. Is that progress, though? Perhaps I have learned to let certain thoughts rest in favor of others. I once allowed myself to be trapped in overlong ruminations on worries of all manners, idly abiding as I was consumed by my very own thoughts. So they're gonna dismiss the fuck out of this, and Yusong, I appreciate it. Now I have come to accept certain things as they are. Oh. And I've come to sometimes allow my mind to form bereft of rigorous reason, floating away gently as though on a rolling stream. Is that not quite pleasant? Okay. I guess that is a progression of sorts. I'm pretty sure I'm less of a picky eater than I used to be. My grip strength is much stronger too. Gripping Sinclair! How much is 99k won again? Let me see. I can look it up for you. Oh god. 99k won to USD is about $70. Oh. Look, I think I'm getting calluses on my palms. Well, you don't really have to try to prove it to us, because the enemies we're fighting have been getting stronger too. That's an undeniable truth. And we did experience a pretty spectacular year, you know. A brutal year, yet so potent with significance. True. I guess growth really does come with time, huh? Right. I feel like the bonds between us got a lot deeper. We've all grown closer, you know, like glue. Like glue, huh? I like it. Ah, a certain misunderstanding seems to be brewing in tandem with this uplifting exchange of hearts to hearts. Allow me to step in and nip it in the bud. Let me give it to you straight. No, give it to me gay, dude. All of your abilities were diminished the moment you were hired by this company. Equally defanged and depowered, if you will. Equally defanged. In other words, all of your abilities have been brought down to the, to the same general levels as our 11th center here. Why am I your point of reference? Ah, if this is what you meant earlier by growing closer like glue, then I suppose it was quite the apt choice of words. Oh, I take that back. I take it back. Not. So you're not really that much stronger than I am, huh? Wow, Sync. Is that the sound of your sense of self-preservation shattering to the ether? That's it, you bloody Excuse me. I need to know why that happened. Did we all get depowered because of the golden bow? Wait, does this have anything to do with those chains that appeared when we first entered into a contract with Dante? Indeed, one of the powers of a golden bow is connection. You are now all fairly even and equally mediocre. Kill him! Kill him, my boy! Get him! Assassinate! Get him! Dev, I'm gonna need your address. It's not for the hoodie, it's for doxing and stalking. Okay, Pete. Okay. Okay. You're getting too far. Take it down a notch. Pete, come on. What happened to the nice little boy that came in and was like, I'm gonna help you, Dev. You're gonna have so much fun, Dev. Whoa. Put it on rewind. I do want that hoodie, though. Honenheim's comment and the subsequent stare seemed a bit targeted. Think of it as something akin to Clifoth deterrence employed by the Lobotomy Corporation. It's not for me. It's for selling to other people. Random probably wants it. I'll send 3D printed shit in return. So the truth is finally revealed. This is why I, Otis, grew so pathetically weak the moment I joined this company. Art thou implying that thou hast always known? Of course, I had been in my prime. Had I been in my prime, I could have wiped the floor with you miserable doormats in the matter of seconds. You wipe the floors with doormats? Thank you, Ishmael. Man, we're all so prone to saying whatever once the burden of proof is gone, huh? So that's why my murderous arm has been quiet ever since they hired me. I didn't really have anything to do with my heart after all. Gregor. Oi, what's the use of all this chatter? What matters is that we've all been brought down to the level of the lad. But I got calluses on my palms. Of course you do, Sinclair. Of course you do. I flee. Night, Dev. Good night, Safi. Have a nice night. Get good sleep. Yet not all of the Golden Bow's effects must have been of detriments to us. Yisong started, carefully attempting to navigate through a conversation that appeared to be turning into a tinderbox. Was it not the advantages granted to us by the golden bow impaled in the pallid whale of the Great Lake by which we triumphed? What? Really? Correct. Had the pallid whale been at its full strength, it is highly likely that we may have still been trapped inside its stomach, struggling to survive. Also, it can also be said that the diminishing effect was not applied in equal measure across all affected subjects. That makes sense, I guess. I never could have knocked out Heath out with one punch if I never could have knocked Heath out with one punch if I was only as strong as Sink. It's a really handy trick, you know. Additionally, certain individual quirks cannot be surpassed by the golden bow. Certain quirks that one may consider to be an individual's idiosyncrasies. Oh, so that explains why Ryoshu's impressive blade work with Mr. Bumbleback at the T-Corp factory. Heh, won't waste my breath boasting. You never do anyway. Well, if your strengths have indeed progressed since onboarding, then the average must have risen as well. One of the purposes of these tests is to measure that very difference. So what exactly goes into these tests? I know that there's a district that uses a machine that can analyze most aspects of the subject with a quick scan. So is it going to be something like that? There are dozens, if not hundreds, of ways to determine one's ability without the assistance of machinery. In fact, I know of a perfectly appropriate methodology for this group. Perfect appropriate methodology. We spent some time of our busy schedules to tailor each test for each center of the LCB. That was pretty tough, I'll have you guys know. Tailored test for each center, huh? I don't really like the sound of that, if you ask me. We will utilize the Peketula and the distortion phenomenon. Huh, that doesn't sound much like some superior, innovative method you were building up to. What a letdown. Right. Honestly, for all their talk, I thought they'd come up with something more impressive than that. Assistant? Alright, that's enough chatter now. Get in here. Oh, God. I forgot about that scene. Again. Okay. What's another personality quiz that I can disappoint myself with? Limbus. I did that one and I got Rodia, but I think I can do it again. If I don't think doing personality quiz is healthy. Well, we're already doing this, so why not? It could give me a different answer. How would you rate your self-esteem? Decent. Do you see yourself as someone exceptional or lucky? No, I'm average. Do you consider yourself primarily extroverted or primarily introverted? Introverted. What do you fear most out of these? Being forgotten, rejection, judgment, overwork, harm to friends and or family? Probably that one, harm to friends. Do you think you are intelligent? I think I'm average. What's something you like about yourself? I'm honest. It's like you're Virgo, you're gonna die very soon. That makes sense, sure. Pick a theme you like to explore in media out of these. Absurdism, insanity, family bonds, obsession and revenge, morality and retribution, why people do immoral things and how people feel about them. Whether things are meaningful or meaningless. Absurdism, probably no. Why people do immoral things and how people feel about them. How many layers of illness are you on? I got several. Maybe like one or two, because there's not like several, but it goes from every to like 2. But I have like 3 or 4 more or less. Do you like receiving attention? From specific people only. If you lived in the city, what would you be? I would like to be a fixer, but I'd probably just be a regular salary person. Would you consider yourself someone who gets along with most people? Yeah, mostly. When faced with a serious, pressing problem, what solution would you try first? Thinking about it, then coming back with a solution. Who's your favorite sinner? Oh, Sinclair. I got Ishmael. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And this last quiz I took, I got Rodia, but this one I got Ishmael. Interesting. Ishmael's main source of material is Moby Dick or The Whale by Herman Melville. Ishmael is serious and capable, doing her assigned responsibilities without causing issues for others. She has a deep patience, but it is hard to win her trust back once it's betrayed. However, she's deeply obsessed with killing someone or something in particular, and previously obsessively took fixer jobs trying to search for them. She was a survivor of an observed voyage. In the original source, Ishmael is the youngest crew member on a whaling ship, the Pequod. He constantly writes about whales in the cetology throughout the novel. Captain Ahab is obsessed with hunting down a white whale that took his leg from him, and this anger eventually carries over to Ishmael, who's the only survivor of the voyage. I got Ishmael, guys. That's kind of cool. She's very cool. I like it. All right. Okay. Back to the game. We're gonna just do a 2-hour stream. It's not gonna be a very long stream at all, because I'm really tired and I'm getting more delusional by the second. Okay. I want to use this one so badly. What is this? Is this burn? No, I think this is charge. Oh no, it's burn. He looks so cool. I want to use like one of these Sinclairs. I want to use that one. Yeah. Philip Sinclair be cool. You should save some for Burn Sinclair. Oh, from Valpurgisnacht. For Burn Sinclair and Burn Otis. Yeah, because I'm trying to have a Burn team. Let's see. First one on the blocks. Heathcliff had already begun flipping through the papers in his hands. What an unfamiliar sight. Right, you and you there, inside, now. Heathcliff, the insistent, pointed towards Hong Lu and Sinclair. Hello, 1, 2, testing. Am I coming through? He's so cute. Those are my cuties right there. There's 2 of my cuties. Oh my goodness. And you must be well aware now that Pekechile are entities that have failed to even distort. Oh, baby. It seems like we'll be fighting the Pekechile again. Right. I have a question that's been nagging at me the whole time since I arrived. Aren't these tests basically just us killing people for no reason? They're all safely contained, which means that they don't pose any danger to anyone. Why is he being such a bleeding heart all of a sudden? Fuck you, Heathcliff. Shut up! Oi, we've been slaughtering countless scores of sods. What's the holdup now? Look at them looking at each other. They're so cute. Look at them. This is so cute. Oh, I love this one. I might just replay this level a couple times because they're so cute. They're my cuties. Look at them looking at each other. Yeah, but we didn't have any choice back then because we were on a mission. And do you believe that taking a life to live is unlike taking a life for the sake of it? I do. I understand. It seems that human memory is, after all, made to be finite. Save for a few exceptional individuals, people are prone to misplacing memories even from yesterday. So who are they, Dante? Who do you believe they are, this group you lead? Given the unexpected communication difficulties between us, allow me to make this a multiple choice question. 1 family, 2 friends, 3 colleagues. I guess they're closest to... Dante, shut up! Dante says 3 colleagues. Hong Lu was practically squished against the containment window, holding up 3 of his fingers. He must have heard us talking. Oh, no! They're my friends and family. I love them. No, Dante, I'm gonna strangle you. Incorrect. It's none of the above. The truth is they are sinners, not family, not friends, not colleagues, prisoners. I know. Ah, but the knowledge of something and the acceptance of it must be distinguished. I learned that people are prone to forgetting their places when the going gets easy, when life becomes comfortable enough for them to consider the luxury of timely meals to be a certainty. Thus, I find these reminders to be quite useful. These sinners bound to Limbus Company are still fettered by their chains and shackles. Naturally, they have no access to such things as the right to refuse. Fuck you! What are you talking about? Fuck you! Go suck a fucking cock, you dipshit! What are you talking about? Even prisoners should have the right to autonomy. What are you talking about? Most prisoners, at least. Or would it be easier for you to accept the fact that if I were to suggest that you consider this but a mere extension of your responsibilities? I know they're sinners, but you can't talk to them like... Ah, translations are unnecessary. I think I get the picture of what was said given the atmosphere of this room. Dante, when you agreed to the contract, you must have made a deal of sorts to gain something to your benefit, am I correct? Your memories, your head, and your past. There must be so much that you would like to know, and perhaps your desire to get them back is what stops you from simply quitting. What I mean to say with this little demonstration is that no one in this room has any right to grumble or refuse. Faust, is he usually... Yes, this is his usual demeanor. Hello, I know I'm not one to talk, but you don't exactly have a lot of friends, do you? Those who rise above their peers tend to attract a certain degree of hostility from others. Now, shall we begin? We're severely behind schedule. Okay, can somebody actually twist his neck? While the combatants do what they do, please pay attention to the following presentation about the Gatcha projected on the glass panel. This lecture has been prepared with the assumption that its students have an average level of knowledge, so if you consider this presentation to be boring or too difficult to understand, then you may consider your knowledge level to be below average. All this material seems quite elementary to me. I'm not so sure what's so difficult about this. Yeah, save that for when the lecture actually starts. As you must already know, there are 7 categories of Gatcha, and as far as I'm aware, the highest stage of Gatcha you observed was in stage 3 so far, at least. Wherefore didst thou utter a little muttering of, so far at least, at the end of thine words, good sir? Sharp. Well, it's simple. We researchers have a habit of avoiding absolutes in all things. Never say never, so they say. So you're not ruling out the possibility that we might be running into Gatcha way beyond stage 3, huh? Indeed, we prefer not to put down such arbitrary limitations. Anyway, the first type of Gatcha may be covered today is Gatcha Ire, red Gatchalam of wrath. The nature of fire is to burn. I skipped on accident. Oops. Burn and burn until there's nothing left to be burned. I see. They're quite literally burning with rage. Now that I think back on it, didn't you express something like that before, Sinclair? I remember you screaming so fiercely that you could hardly control your own body. On the other hand, I don't think I've ever seen you get angry or upset, Hong Lu. Aha, that's because the realization of meaninglessness extinguishes the reason for the spark to start a fire. Oh, I see now. No matter how much Heathcliff or Miss Otis bully me, expressing my anger at this meaningless at the end of at that is meaningless at the end of the day. Okay, I did enjoy a little when I had to accidentally step on Heathcliff's toes, but what exactly is the takeaway supposed to be here? Yes, that's exactly how it is.
부숴줄 테다. 깊게 닫힌 지성을
Really?
깊게 닫힌 지성을
I'm an idiot.
열어젖힌다. 반항하지 마. 반항하지 마. 반항하지 마. 어두운 무지개 열어젖을게. 열어젖을게. 열어젖힌다. 좋아. 장부에서 삭제.
We win. We win. How many waves? We got 3 waves. Okay, 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 okay. I think Middle Sinclair might have something to do with purple resonance. I don't know what, though. He do got a lot of purple. Let me see.
다른 놈이 끼어들었나?
When hit by an enemy, inflict. Okay. And this is a counter. Okay.
어두운 무지를 열어젖히라. 얼얼하지.
Oh, yum. That was really good. I put so much ice in this drink and it all melted. Yum, 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 yum.
어두운 무지를 열어젖히라.
You can't get enough envy res anyway.
열어젖힌다. 좋아. 장부에서 삭제. 참 부숴줄 테다. 좋아. 장부에서 삭제.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Ah, boo. How dare you.
얼얼하지? 차 부숴줄 테다.
Is it me, Jesus?
어두운 무지를 열어줬지라.
Whatever you do, just don't die. I don't think I've died yet.
알아들이죠?
Oh, the counter really is quite powerful. I win. Yer.
결국 되갚아냈지만
We finally had our vengeance, but many of the family died in the process, even those that I shared a meal with just a few hours ago. I will avenge you, I swear I will.
내가 반드시
반드시.
갚아줄게.
That does make the voice actor of Sinclair really cool, though. Should we do another? Nah, I don't have another quiz right now. Let's just go ahead and do this. Alright, we got 3 of them. Let's get a better one of these, why not? Wait, hold on. Really? Okay, that fucking pisses me off. I can't remember. Point, blast.
허점에 연료는 잔뜩.
I don't know what's happening. Next up, you 3. Let's get in there. Indoor voice will do, bud. We can hear you just fine without you shouting at the top of your lungs. Now let us discuss Picatulum pigritei sloth. Stones are sturdy, but that's all there is to them. They are directionless and unmoving, completely surrendered to inertia. They are trapped in their current lot in existence until someone else comes along to roll them away. Truly, there's no better symbol for sloth than them. It is inefficient to live within the bounds of rigidity established routines. Ugh, getting lumped in with these two is making me real self-conscious all of a sudden, like I'm some lazy incompetent. Don't compare yourself to Faust, Gregor. Should Faust become the point of reference for one's competency, the overwhelming majority of the city's population would be deemed incompetent. I'll admit I'm not the most diligent person in the room, but I'm taking back that comment about being incompetent. Check this out, fellas. I'm not that rusty yet. Charging alone into danger poses. Too late. This will be harder than expected. Let us provide assistance. Oh, God. The thing is, he was a war hero, too, so he was trained. I'd say at some level he should be better than Otis, you know? But, okay, so these are skill 2s. That doesn't matter. Okay, they only have certain skills. Perfect. Let's just do skill 1s then. Just for now.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
CPS check you'll need to offset? Well, there's nothing to offset quite yet. But I'm sure that'll come into play later. Okay, still no need to offset quite yet. Perfect. Okay. There's no stagger threshold for these things. Who has the most HP left? You do. And you. There is stagger, interesting. Don't really want pure damage. Sick. All right, we got 6 of them. Boom. I don't know why I'm scared that I'm gonna lose. I shouldn't be scared. I should be fine. Don't be scared. You're fine. Okay, Gregor needs... Okay, so we're gonna offset. We will offset with you, and this won't matter. Okay, so let us do this one, offset, we'll just offset, and boom. Sure. There we go. Okay. So he has the most HP. You do. Why not? And we will offset with you. Ooh, why is that neutral? Why is that neutral? We'll do that. Uh-huh. Yeah, just make sure that that's dead. Yeah. There we go. There we go. It's wave 2. We still need to save. Boom. Saved. Stop it. Get out. Off my... Thank you. There we go. Okay. He's at 30. Okay, perfect. We go skill 1, neutral. Okay, so I will use that there. We will offset there. Dominating. 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 Offset. Okay.
정화.
Ah. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, hold on. I need a skill one again. Neutral. So neutral, neutral, dominate, dominate. Okay, okay. Nope, nope. Dominating. Dominating. He's at 5, so I'm gonna do that. And then we're gonna do this and this.
사월을 건다.
Damn, thought he would have more than that, but I guess not. Where's your 300 power move, bro? Critical, critical. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, I need a S1. Neutral, neutral, neutral. S2, dominating, dominating. Neutral, okay. Do we have a skill 3 that we could use? Neutral, no. Neutral, huh. Neutral. Huh. I don't like that, actually. We're just gonna have to evade that one. That's fine.
된다. 사월을 건다.
Boom. Boom.
육청.
Beautiful. We evaded. Perfect. Okay, speed 4. Everyone's higher than that, so that's not a problem. We have... Okay, so these two are neutral. We need you higher, you higher. S1. S1. Might as well just do S2. And then we'll offset that. And we'll do that. And yeah, yeah, yeah. Ba ba ba. Boom. Damn, he's not doing enough damage in my opinion. this is also the last level because I said we were only gonna go to 2 hours.
이번에도 여기서 막혔나?
Oh, I didn't get any.
다음에는 저 앞에 빌어먹을 퍼레이드도
But yeah.
반드시
Alright,
불바다로 만들 거다.
stop talking. Thank you all so much for watching. I know this was a very short stream. I'm very tired, but I just wanted to stream to you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing some personality quizzes with me. And we learned too much about each other today. It was maybe a bit TMI. And I will see you all tomorrow when I'm in better health, better working condition. Thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Yeah, and Dreamer, you won't figure that out.